Alright. What next? Let's see. I did what? I did 2 incursions. I guess I didn't do the hard one. Or it's not hard, actually, but Unholy Catacombs. Oh, they reset. What time is it? Oh, it's 10 o'clock. That's right, they reset at 10. That's awesome. So I actually need to do all these maps again. Get my daily bonus going on. So why don't we start off... I do Liferoot. I haven't done Liferoot in a long time. Now I have done... The reason I haven't done it in a long time is because I've done that map a million times. There was a time, way back when, where that was the only endgame map I could complete. So I would grind the shit out of that to get all my characters geared up. Alright, I think we're going to mix it up here a little bit. We'll go with a Frosty EV build. Still got plenty of bag space left. Yeah. Alright, so let's go with a Frosty EV build. We're going to need, let's see, we're going to need some Frosties down. And then I think... Gonna use a couple of archers too. Let's go ahead and start off here. And I think I'm gonna build it the same way I always have. Or the same way I have for the last year. Except I am gonna come a little bit closer with this one. This blockade I usually put like right here. I want to lure these guys down this little straightaway a little bit further. So let's go right there, and then we want some reflects in here. It feels a little wonky putting these walls down with the EV. And I don't like the way the DU is displayed. Like right now it says 40, so you think you can put a wall down for 40. You actually can't, because you have to put a second node down. So the smallest wall you can put down costs you 60, which, I don't know, I just wish it was, I understand bigger ones are going to have to cost more, as it should be, but I wish it was a little bit less deceiving. Alright, we got some reflex. Let's, you know what, let me get my Frosties and stuff down first, and let's see what... I'm just going to use 1 Frosty per lane. Let's get the Frosties and some archers down and see what I have left. Let's see. And some archers. I know I want one right here. Let's see, another one right up here. It's gonna get a little multitasking in there. And another one. How do I want to do this one? Let me see. Let's go like that and get some multitasking in there as well. And I'll throw one straight up top here. I'm not going to use any buff beams, I don't think, on this one. Get a little multitasking in there too. And what else? Yep, you know what? Let's do it. I can't resist a match without putting something right there. Turn it around a little. And let's see, so I got 2 archers firing into this lane with a little bit of overlap. I've got 3 firing into that lane. I've only got 2 firing into the middle. Let me get... let's Seems to me like I put 3 here, maybe. See, I've got, what, 500 DU left. See if I can fit another one right here. Sell that one first. Ooh, I didn't put it back far enough. If I'd have put this archer back a little bit further. See, 4 per second. Is it? The graphic doesn't look pretty on it. There's a lot of it. There's actually some really bad screen tearing going right now with my Huntress, my electric bow. It's really bad. Let's see, and then let's do that, and that's leaving me 560. Let's see, I want a monk in the mix too. I didn't bust a monk out. Let's get some serenities going. And then I'm going to dump everything else into proton beams. Let's see what I have left after this is all done. Alright, so I got 400 left. So I could actually do some pretty beefy... I could do a pretty mean setup here. What's up, cat? Our other cat is a little upset about his brother. It was actually the cat that died. It was his brother. Let's see. Okay, so that's as far as we can go there. Let's see, if we do a 110, that's 110 DU for that. Good Lord. I mean, you know, obviously it covers an entire lane, but still. Alright, so we're good there, and I got 280 left. I could actually do 2 of them down the middle. But do I need 2 of them down the middle? Is what I wonder. What the hell? Let's zap some shit. Mega Man. Who is Mega Man? I think there's a guy in my DD2 community named Mega Man. Oh man. Dang, that guy's got some serious potential there, and I've still got 70 left. What do I want to do with the 70? I'm pretty tempted to... You know what? Let me throw another archer down. This archer's going to get stomped, I think. Nah, let's throw him down like this. Now, if there are no ogres on this. If it was ogres, I couldn't put that right there because it would get mashed. See, and then 30 left. Oh, that Mega Man. I thought you were talking about a player. Alright, so I could put one more just for good measure. Just like that. Give me a little X at the front for him to walk through. And I think that is probably going to do it. Let's see, though. Throw a couple of ups in. Nah, man, I'm just playing solo tonight there, Mr. Red. I don't really have it set up, and I'm not gonna just take massive amounts of Steam invites. I don't have a community all set up and everything for the PC. I do on the PlayStation. Oh, Quabs fucked Unicorn. There is no doubt. Oh, anyway, let me clean up my hero decks here. See, I need my Robo Deeps out there taking care of business. Alright, let's do it. This is, I guess, really the only time I ever really need the Sandstorm speed boost is doing that Incursion solo. Now, I'm pretty sure there, PvP Gamer, there's a guy in the PS4 community named Mega Man. I could have swore he does a lot. He does a lot of Nightmare 4 stuff. That's why I remember the name. I wasn't paying attention to what was going on my screen at all. Alright, now I'm not certain how tough these flyers are going to be. If there's going to be enough Archer to bring them down, so I better pay attention to them. About the only thing that can really kill you on Liferoot is flyers. That Cube World map. You know, it's the strangest thing, that video. Now, obviously, it's a really good seed. I farmed the living shit out of that, too. But I made that video several years ago, and I actually made it to submit to another YouTuber that was doing seed spotlights in Cube World. And I submitted that video. He didn't do a spotlight on that seed. And it got, you know, a few hundred people watched it. Not very many, but there was a few hundred views on it. And then like 6 months later, that video just blew up. And still to this day, it gets watched about 100 times a day. It's definitely my most watched video. That Cube World video. Craziness. I'd have never guessed it. Well, I'm excited to see that it brought you to the channel. Alright, let's see. This is wave 2. I think I can just do a full round of boosts here. No need to boost that wall, I don't believe, though. And I boosted it anyway. See, I always forget about these, so let me get them buffed up. Oh, no, no! Oh, and off the ledge. Robo Deeps is taking a swim. Alright, let's see, where was I? Let's see, did I get that one? Yeah, I got that one. We're good there, we're good there. Let's get these. Oops, did I just... No, I boosted the right thing. I thought I may have hit the reflect instead of that buff beam there. Then let's get that little mini buff beam. Another one here. 500 left. Almost 5 anyway. I'm just going to dump it right on into these archers right here. November 2015. That was when I came back, I think. I stopped playing Dungeon Defenders for a little while just because there was a long gap where it was just there was not enough in the game to continue to play it. And then after the last wipe, I think, which that was about that time. I think the last PC wipe they had was like November or October 2015. I know they did a gear rollback in December, but it wasn't a character wipe. Sammy the Trapper, you're gonna get nuked. Where are you at? Sammy getting fucked up now. Oh, shit. Oh, Sammy's not going to make it even close. My favorite map. Let's see. Well, I'd probably have to say Temple of the Necrotic. I just always liked that map. I don't know why. It was, when it first came out, it was really challenging. You know, now, of course, I got the hang of it and got the build down where it's actually ridiculously easy now. But I think that was probably my favorite map. Well, there will be many more maps, you know. They're, you know, making incursions from classic maps, which is kind of cool. It's kind of funny because when Elliot Cannon first came to work at Trendy, he had discussed the other maps and he like scoffed at the idea. And I think when he saw how much the community liked those old Dungeon Defenders maps, which we're getting, what, Glitterhelm Cavern next, a remake of it. That'll be awesome. I'm glad that the green mana doesn't disappear off the ground anymore when you loot the chest. That's nice. In case you hit the chest by accident. Let's see. I think this is going to give me enough to really get the operation pretty meaty here. Get all these archers to 2 at least. Let's see. 400, 500 left. Nice. Let's just go ahead and juice up the middle here. Yeah, I voted for the Ramparts remake myself, but I'm not gonna... You know, I'm sure I'll enjoy Glitterhelm. It wasn't one of my favorite maps. Well, my favorite from the original game was Aquanos. There's no doubt about that. I love that map. I farmed the shit out of it. When I first started getting into the end game of Dungeon Defenders, I had a friend that I played with that, you know, was a pretty geared out builder. And he would take me into that map, and then I'd go back and try to do it on my own with his build and just get smoked. But, I mean, towards the end, I was able to do that map. Okay, where's Satch at? He's over on that far side. Let's get back into position here. I hate doing this, parking on top of it. I feel like I'm giving the YouTube and Twitch community a very poor example of what not to do. Now, if Sammy shoots that arrow over here at me and it hits the egg... Alright, good. I was going to say that will be a direct example of what not to do. Yeah, Ultimate Plus Plus gear was rare. See, that tier of gear is not in the game yet. Now, don't get me wrong, the grind is still there. But getting an item power 700 gold piece to drop is not near as exciting as getting that Ultimate Plus Plus gear back in the day. That's for damn sure. God, this proton beam is just crazy. All these flyers are just gonna die. Just fall from the sky, little flyers. And going through walls, too. Yeah, I've got, although I wish I had a better internet connection, I've got acceptable up. I'll never be able to stream at 1080p with where I live now. There's just not fast enough upload speeds available. But 720 is no problem to stream. Is that... Oh, I don't have enough green mana for that. That's why. 4 of 5 now. Let's just keep getting these guys. See, that one's maxed. They're both maxed now. Okay. Throw a little more love on these too. There we go. That should do it. Is the EV2 worth it? I guess that's a matter of opinion. In my opinion, it's worth it. I think it's awesome. I've been having fun with it. I actually had the absolute perfect timing because I had a kind of a long weekend this week due to my schedule changing, and I just kind of caught the right end of it with transitioning from one pay week to the next at work. And I was off the day that I was off yesterday, which the EV went live, and I actually could have. I tried to get up early in the morning, but as everybody knows, I'm a casino worker, so I usually don't go to bed till like 5, 6 in the morning. And I ended up going to sleep earlier than normal. I went to sleep around 2, but I tried to get up at like 7, which I think that it went live at like 8 o'clock my time, and I ended up sleeping till like 10, but I was still able to put a solid day into getting the EV2 leveled up and getting a set of gear. That's that's how I got the builder and the DPS. Absolutely, I think I could. In fact, as soon as it hits the PlayStation, I'm going to be doing a lot of that. On the PC here, since at the current moment, I don't intend to make this my main account. I intend for the PlayStation to be. So I'm going right for the OP characters and the easy grind. I'm not trying to learn any new tricks here on the PlayStation or on the PC. No, the reflect beams are just like the old reflect beams. All they do is they reflect the ranged, but they don't do anything. Now they do get blown up now. They have that little torpedo mode that goes through it. Are these guys in range yet? Not yet. There we go. But the reflect beams just reflect, and then if something gets close to it, like putting it right on top of my blockade like I did there, it there we go. Putting it right on top of my blockade, then of course I got the blockade stopping the physical, and then the reflect obviously stopping the reflect, or stopping the ranged. It's a game changer, the reflect shield is. Of course I used it all the time on on classic Dungeon Defenders maps. The reflect shield was definitely part of my normal builds, but it's a game changer for the PC and the current state of Dungeon Defenders too. It really is. As I haven't played with it yet, but the buff beam adding that 25% damage speed or defense speed, and just the increased damage on it, that combined with a boost aura, and it makes things pretty powerful. So I have no doubt that you could play plenty of Nightmare 4 maps with the classic characters. Yeah, they work. They both work a little differently. The buff beam and the aura, the boost aura. Let's see. Let's just get everything all good and juicy here. But they do, now they don't buff each other. But they are stackable, so like you can throw the damage boost buff from a boost aura down on a bunch of cannonball towers or whatever, and then throw a buff beam there too. And the cannonball towers hit like a truck then. It's just the archers just hit harder. I mean, there's not much else you can say about it. I mean, just unupgraded archers hit harder so than any other tower really, or have more DPS. So it's hard to imagine anything will come close to it. Now, of course, as you upgrade the buff beam, I think actually 3 EVs right at the moment, Unicorn, but one is leeching. I have no interest on power leveling my 3rd EV yet. I wanted another slot, so I've got an EV leeching. So it looks like old Sturgis the Falconer here may make it all the way down, and then again maybe not. He's burning fast now. Oh yeah, he's done. God, the beam is just insane. I mean, I'm glad that, now I'll end up having all the characters when it's all said and done, because I don't mind, obviously I grind everything out, but on that same note, my DPS with this guy, when I go into that proton cannon mode, I'm doing a little over 200,000. So not, not the highest out there. And it doesn't work with like Sandstorm or Poisonous Tips. It does work with Dragolich though. In fact, I'm going to test that when I get done with this map, because I went right for the Sandstorm pet because a white version of Morgan Freeman. Well, that's awesome. Anyway, I haven't seen what it will hit with Dragolich. This pet doesn't... I don't even think it has the right stats on it. I've just been using it just to get around the map. I mean, this is nowhere near maximum DPS for this character. This is day 1's or day 2's gatherings of Nightmare 4. I hardly am like dishing out the pain with what this guy will do down the road. But I will find out. I'll actually probably find out. I'm actually off work tonight and tomorrow, so I'm going to live stream some tomorrow night as well. I got really, really lucky this week. Off Friday and Saturday night. Anyway, I want to see what that... I know it'll get over 200,000. I wonder what it'll do with Dragolich. Yeah, Mr. Red, it's not a matter of... I mean, to be honest with you, I don't really give a shit. I'm like trying to hide what I look like. I'm a 40-year-old bald guy that works in a casino, I mean, I got no self-esteem issues or anything there. I just, to be honest with you, I don't have a green screen set up. And in my opinion, without a green screen set up, you're just jerking off. Who wants to look at the wall in my computer room? It's nothing exciting, I assure you. But if I had a green screen set up and, I mean, I'll end up eventually putting a face cam on, just because you almost have to these days to succeed when live streaming. Well, it's just all about the gear there, Gordon. the tip for more DPS or more tower damage is just all based right on your stats. You know, obviously you have to be playing the character using the proper character. You know what? Let me see.